it's really good to see you, not just to hear you. And I thought we could take this opportunity to make a short video clip for YouTube, and for those who are more visual rather than audio, if you could share your top tips, your knowledge that you were sharing with me on the podcast, in summary, how to take good care of our physical and mental health during this uncertain time where we don't know how much longer we're going to be in this lockdown for. But it's been more than 6 weeks that in the UK, we've been allowed to go out once a day. And yeah, it definitely puts things into perspective. No one's going to take it for granted again, the freedom we had before. So
exactly.
How do you imagine things are going to be different after this time? And how can we take good care of our mental and physical health at this time?
Well, my prayer is that we all step into the power of who we truly are, beyond our conditioning, beyond our thinking, feeling, having, doing, and we all co-create the world we really want to live in, instead of a potential totalitarian mandatory vaccination, microchipped digital currency, global dictatorship. And so my prayer is that we utilize this precious time we have right now in lockdown to really, really not just pray. And the power of prayer is very strong. We have experienced miracles when we come together and pray, because it's a creative force where we put our thoughts and our feelings and our words together, and we are literally creating change, positive change, through the power of prayer. We do prayer circles where we sit up the whole night and we sing and we pray, and people get cured. So I truly believe in the power of prayer. I truly believe in the gift of meditation, when we stop and we tune in to come in tune with our true essence, beyond our thinking and feeling, doing and having, into a place of deep being. When we tap into deep being through presence, the present moment, through stillness, we can tap into presence through stillness, stilling our mind. It demands some discipline and some willingness to actually stop for a moment. Now we have this opportunity through our global lockdown to stop, which is wonderful. To even stop, not just physically, but also to stop for a moment our mental process, specifically in the light of overstimulation of information and potentially a lot of misinformation we have to navigate through and decipher. So to utilize this precious moment to stop, come into a place of stillness, let your thoughts come, let them go. When you feel you're carried away in great confusion and busyness of the mind, try to calm your mind through your breath. Take a deep breath in, and with every exhale, sinking deeper into being, deeper into presence. In this place of deep presence, we can come into a place of communion with what I like to call source within us, a place where we can experience an interconnectedness, where we can tap into our true potential, which is infinite, where we can remember who we truly are. What is our true assignment? Why have we come into form, into being? What is our assignment? If nothing else, at least to live this life with reverence for all life. If nothing else, to help to preserve the living elements of life, not just for ourselves, but for our children and the future generations. from which this earth is only lent to us, if nothing else, to cause no harm. So right now, rather than causing harm to ourselves with toxic food, toxic thinking, toxic feeling, anger, fear, feeding into anger, feeling into fear, feeling into victimization. Right now, we have the opportunity to tap into self-empowerment simply through stopping a moment, tapping in, and listening deeply to the song of the heart as a compass for guidance, to come in resonance with the great mystery, the great spirit, divine consciousness, or the field of pure consciousness. And from there, we can receive clarity, guidance, new strength. Our capacity is infinite. Yeah, we only using 10% of our brain capacity. How much more heart capacity do we have? This is an invitation to develop more compassion for ourselves and others, more loving kindness towards ourselves and others, not to create more mistrust and fear. It is an opportunity for us to really dream up, utilize. We are cocooned like the caterpillar. You know, are we going to rot in this cocoon, or are we going to grow our wings? And are we going to uplift ourselves and one another? That is our choice right now. So what kind of reality do you want to be birthed into? What kind of world do you want to see when the borders open up again, when the veils are lifted? What do you want to see? Do you want to see a world, a global, dictatorship? Or do you want to see that people are really caring for each other through the power of love, compassion, tolerance, patience with yourselves and others, non-judgment? These are human qualities. We have a great opportunity to develop these human qualities.
Oh, I love that,
and
Kailash.
to step up.
That's really, really beautiful. So it's the time to develop loving kindness and to step up, loving kindness towards ourselves and to each other. I think that's something we can all do
Absolutely.
during this time. And thank you for reminding me that this is the time to work on that. I'm just also wondering, thanks for the wisdom you've just shared, as a music producer and multi-instrumentalist, are you doing something for your own creative expression each day during this period? I mean, is that part of your normal daily routine?
I have released like I've never released before. Every month now, I have released some of the precious jewels which I've been working on for many years, which have been waiting to be released in an album called Morning Star. And I've decided to pre-release individual tracks from that album, Morning Star, in form of a song called Morning Star, which is, it was released on my birthday, on the 15th of April. And
happy
also,
happy belated birthday.
Yes. I released a Morning Star on my birthday. There's beautiful poetry. I think it's perfect. It's about the dawning of the dawning, the morning star, which heralds the light of a new day, which gives us hope. Yeah, the promise of life. And it's impeccable timing for the release of Morning Star. And also the seventh sacred direction. It's an invocation if you feel disoriented, to just turn to the east and breathe in the light of the new rising sun of every day. We have the opportunity for a new choice, new yes to life, new light is rising, new opportunities. So, and so on. Every direction has a different quality. And so you can stand in your house, in your home, in your apartment even, and identify where's the east. You turn to the east, you breathe in the light, and there's a track called Seven Sacred Directions. You can find it on Spotify, on all the streaming platforms. So this is a track I released And also just now on this coming full moon, a track will be released called Putte Vejas, which is a Lithuanian traditional song, which I arranged with some beautiful poetry and also a masterful, a multi-instrumentalist colleague of mine called Nadishana. So there I am a producer and of medicine music and sacred world music. You can find all of this on Kailash Kokopelli, on all the social media and streaming platforms. This is soul food. Please utilize these love offerings, and we have to obviously have 500,000 streams to get like $500 or something like this. That's and our production costs are, of course, much, much greater than that, So, but these are love offerings. And the purpose of the release of these tracks is really in these times to offer soul food for the people and to uplift the spirit and the heart. Yes. Maybe
it's always uplifting to speak with you, Kailash. My heart and spirit feel very uplifted from the conversation we've had and from seeing you and listening to you now. You are such a one-of-a-kind, wonderful soul, and it's always an honor and a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for the tips you've shared to me and to anyone else watching or listening. If anyone is enjoying this, go check out the Light Conversations podcast episode with Kailash Kokopelli, which will be out by the time this video is out. And I'm about to sign off with this Zoom and get onto another 5 Rhythms Dance Zoom whilst cooking dinner, multitasking in the lockdown environment. But I hope that they play some of your music. I know that your music is quite popular in ecstatic dance and 5 rhythm circles. So I hope I get to hear one of your tracks when I'm dancing this evening. And I hope I get to see you again in real life at some point in the not too distant future.
Much love.
Take care, Kailash. Always so good to see you.
Health.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.